There's only one person in front of us, so I told him he's not alone anymore. Oh, look what he has, you guys!
I approve of these people. These people are awesome.
Yes!
Force is strong with them.
Force is strong it is. Star Wars top, yay!
That's the original OG.
And he has a Darth Vader sweater, yay! Hey, so where's your Leia? You ready to find her?
Yeah, I don't know where she's at.
So, how do you feel about that? You ready?
Heck yeah, I am.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Hey you, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I obviously have a get ready with me video. I went to the opening night of Star Wars and it was so much fun. I couldn't believe how crowded it was. The lines were insane. So a ton of you loved the glitter eye look that I did that night when I put it on Instagram. My Instagram is WhatWouldLizzyDo. And then I also did my hair up in these really cute little braids. So I decided to do that tutorial in conjunction as well. And I also show you my outfit. Little FYI, I am obviously not a model, so cut me some slack because I never do these and I'm trying to step out the box. So I found my top at Target and this one was only $14.95. They had a whole section dedicated to Star Wars, so I was super excited. It's really comfy and they had a ton of other shirts, but I just liked this one. Next is my oversized cardigan. Now I got this from Forever 21 and you definitely have to be careful with it because it kind of like makes you float, I guess. Like it's just really big and obviously it's oversized, but it's so comfy. Next is my basic leggings from BB. These pants are life, especially if you are hashtag team thighs. Super comfortable around the waist and all the curvy areas. And then I have my Converse All-Stars. These are the Brea and I got these ones on Nordstrom. I believe they're on sale right now too. They're a little bit tight the first 2 times I wore them, but now they're perfect. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you are already enjoying it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't because it is free $99. Now let's go on to the makeup tutorial. First things first, I'm just going to give a shake to my Scandinavia primer spray and I just spray it all over. I never do the X or the T. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This one is in brunette. I basically just line the bottom and then I'll line the top where my brow is. And I don't start all the way from the very beginning and I'll fill it in. And now I'm just going to spoolie through my brow. Then I'll bring some of the product to the front with this spoolie. So now here's my brow before and after. I am just using my NYX shadow base in Skin Tone and I'm just going to place this with a concealer brush. So I forgot to carve out the bottom of my brow, so I'm going to take this MAC palette. This is in the shade medium. Honestly, you don't need to use this palette. I've just been using it because I have had it for a while and I haven't used it. So I'm just going to take this shade right here, which is a little bit lighter, and then I'll mix it in with this light shade as well. And then I'm just, why did I tap? It's just out of habit, like eyeshadow. Carve the bottom of my brows and just to clean them up. So now you're going to make sure that you set your base. So I'm just going to take this natural matte palette from Too Faced. I'm just going to take this wider shade all over my lid just to set everything in place. And then what's good is now that you set it, now you already have your brow highlight already done. So for this eye look, you definitely don't have to use these shadows. These are extremely dupable, but I'm going to be using the Anastasia World Traveler. I think I said in my other one it was a self-made. I made a mistake. Usually I start off with my crease color, but this time I really didn't. I just kind of went in different, I don't know, steps. So I want to do it the way I did it so I can really recreate this, hoping it comes out the same. And I took my small tapered brush. This is my E45 and this one is from Sigma. I like it just because it has a nice tip. So I just dipped this already in fudge. And the first thing I did was, again, you're not going to be really, I don't know, prim and proper with this. Just took it and I started bringing the color on the outside of the eye just to deepen it, and I really packed that color on. And then I also did it to the inside as well, but when I did it to the inside I made sure that I didn't go above the crease. I really just worked that in right there. This is a taper brush. I brought this so it can hit across right there. Again, just go with me. I promise you it'll turn out good in the end. Same brush with no product on it, and I'm going to start just blending that around the areas where you place that color just to help diffuse it a little bit so it's not just placed so harshly. Okay, so now that you went and blended it out, this is why I didn't want to go into the crease, because when you do start blending out this color, it's going to start rising to the crease itself, so that's okay. Morocco, and it's this really nice burnt brown. And the brush that I used that really helped with this was this brush itself, and I mentioned it in my last Friday with Whoops, which I'll put it down below. But this is the Diffuse Crease brush. This is the E38. I've really neglected this brush, and I don't know why, because this is great for diffusing. That's why it's called diffusing crease. Some of Morocco directly into the crease. And what I love about this one is that it's going to help diffuse that brown out. I wanted to make a comparison between the E40. The E40 is great, but see, this one is a little bit more dense, and this one, the E40, which is this one, is more fluffy. So this one has more control and can be more precise. This is great for more precision. See, so it really diffused it nicely. So now I'm going to go back into fudge. Dip that back in with that tapered brush. Whenever you start blending out, you start losing color. So again, I like to push this one into the eye just to make it really nice and deep. And I'm going to place it again there. And then don't worry about this middle section. Try to keep it as clean and clear as possible, but honestly it's really hard to, especially when you're blending. So it's okay because we're going to be using a cream product, and that really helps as well. Back into Morocco and then diffusing that crease. Okay, so you should kind of end up with something like this. Again, ignore this whole lid area. So now I'm going to go on to a cream shadow, and this one is ColourPop. This one is the new limited edition in Puppy Love. If you look it up, it's for really great organization to help stop deaths in basically dogs when they reach the pound. Use a concealer brush. Any type of synthetic brush is really great, or you can always use your fingers. The thing with this is that I really want it precise. The center of the lid right here, and as you can see, is this beautiful opalescent. And you can use any cream color. You can use like a gold, a bronze. This is really up to you. What I love about the cream is that, look, it's letting me really define my lid. So it's letting me have that sharp edge right there. As opposed to a finger, it's going to start smearing up. So now we're going to go on to eyeliner before the glitter. So the reason why I do my eyeliner next is because you're going to have all this nitty gritty glitter, and it's going to basically disrupt it and be really difficult to do it. When I do these types of looks like with glitter, which I rarely use glitter, but when I do, I make sure I use like a liquid liner because it's just going to be easy to go over glitter than as opposed to gel. Because if you use a gel, it's going to get caught in the bristles and all of that. So using a liquid just glides on really easy over glitter. So I'm going to use the new Gerard Cosmetics Eternal Eyeliner. And if you are not someone who likes to do a wing liner, then don't do a wing liner. But when in doubt, wing it out. I rarely use liquid liner, and I always use gel. So it's just hard for me to get this down sometimes. Next, I'm just going to take some concealer from Fab. This is going to make it look fabulous, looking much better. We're going to go to our glitter. So now this is the, I don't know how you say it, Kayor. I got this from LA IMATS, honestly, 2 years ago, I think. This one is in K-98, so I'm going to be using this one, but it's this really stunning, let's try that again. It's this real, oh my gosh. Yeah, let me just put it against my finger. I think that would be easier. But that's the shade right there. Really beautiful. It is all over my pants. And that's just another reason why you don't want to do your face makeup first, because if you end up doing your glitter and you already have your face makeup and foundation done, you're going to get glitter all over the place. I've never used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue, even though I have had it. So I ended up opening it up and using it, and it's honestly the best glitter glue, hands down. I've tried an eye candy one, I've tried the Lady Moss one, and I've tried another one, but this one is really good. In the long run, obviously you're gonna get glitter in other places, but this really just makes sure that it stays in place as long as it really can. The key to this is using a really precise brush, and then this one is the shader inner corner brush, but just use anything that you can be really precise with. I'm going to place some of the glitter glue onto the brush right here, and then this is really going to help. Oh, that was a little bit too much. This is really going to help be more precise when I'm placing it on my lid, so that I don't have to go over and over and over with my eyeliner. I'm going to place the glitter glue only over the lid, just so you can have more precision. Now I'm just going to flip the brush around, dip it into my glitter, and start packing that on. So I'm going to start with this eye first, since I placed the glue there first, and I'm going to pack this on lightly, and the glue just helps that glitter adhere. This brush just makes it so much easier. I'm like holding my breath. Sweep off any glitters that I do have off my face. It looks so pretty in person. I don't think the camera will pick up how beautiful it looks like. So now I'm going to go back over my liner just on the lash line, and if I in case got any glitters there, but I really didn't, just because the precision of the glue and the placement of the glue is really easy with that brush. Again, just go over that black You could tell why I did this first so that I don't have to go over any glitters afterwards. Now I'm going to do my mascara and place my lashes. The lashes I use are from Mosquito, and these ones are really bold and they just flare out, and these ones are called Amp It Up. You tend to get some glitters in the crease and it bothers you. I don't know if you can see these shimmers in my crease already, but I just take the blending brush and then just go back and forth in there, and then that's it. You just sweep them away. So that's my tip. Now for my face, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer to fill in any pores. Then I'm going to combine the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in Sun Beige with a mixture of my Maybelline Pure Dream BB. Next, I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Conceal Medium and set it with my Laura Mercier powder. Next, I'm going to use the BH Studio Pro powders in 235, and also, as you can tell, I love it, 235 and 230. I'm going to bronze my face with MAC Give Me Sun. I'm first going to place this one in the natural hollows of my cheeks, and then to define them a little bit more, I'm going to use this Buxom bronzer, and this one is in Tahiti, and this one is more like a shimmery bronzer. You can't really tell once you put it in the cheeks, but it smells like coconutty, and I really like this one. Smoke out the lower lash line. I'm going to go back into the color Fudge. I'm going to use a smudge brush, and this one is the E21 from Sigma. Then I'm going to definitely hit those bottom lashes with some mascara. And the Maybelline Push Up Drama is great for the bottom lash line. And then that's what that looks like once it's smoked out. I don't put any liner on the inside. That's all up to you. And if you also wanted to highlight this inner bottom corner with glitter, you could also do that as well if you wanted a little more like zazam, like for New Year's Eve or a party or anything like that. So the blush that I used was from the e.l.f. palette, and I love these palettes. This one is in the dark one, and I chose this shade right here. Just a really nice kind of pinky peach, you know. I usually use a small duo fiber, but those are all dirty. I just like the way those blend and blush really nicely. So for my highlight, I use the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. So this one is number 1. There is a number 2, which is golden, but I wanted it more like silvery kind of highlight, so I'm going to place this at the tops of my cheeks, and I love it because this highlight will work for so many different skin tones, but it's more of like a highlight that's it has like a little opalescent in it, and it's a really pretty glow, and I think it's really great that they didn't make it so stark white, because this shade really will match a lot of skin tones, because sometimes those white ones look really bad on me just because I am more like brown biscuit, even though I'm not that brown biscuit right now. So I'm just going to sweep that right over the cheeks and up into my temple, and then I'm going to take a little bit down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, bring it right over the tip of my nose, just a tad bit right there. I'm going to take my brush, then blend everything out. That was way too much onto the lips. The color I ended up using was Bear With Me from Dosa Colors. Now when I swatches of this, I thought it pulled like more brown, like a nude, because it's bare, but it does pull more peachy when I place it on my lips. But I do like it still. It's really pretty. I finished off my face with the Scandinavia finishing spray for the oil control, or oil control one. This is going to help just seal in the deal. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to do is I always set my brows with the Gimme Brow from Benefit, just to make sure my brows stay in place, and it helps volumize them as well. Definitely don't want to forget this. Okay, so now a ton of you wanted to know how I did my hair for Star Wars. I just did some milk braids, so all you do is just take your hair and split it down the center. What you do is just do 2 regular braids in the back. So just split your hair into 3. If you have short hair, unfortunately this is not going to work, but if you do use extensions, then definitely stick those things in. And when I do my braid, bring my braid out a little bit, because then you're going to be putting your hair up, and if you bring it back here too much, then it's really going to lift up even more. And just ignore that bump. We can correct that after. Try to braid it as much as you can till it gets there, but obviously I have a little bit of split ends and someone needs a haircut. Next, you're just going to secure it with a little tiny rubber band. Okay, so now that I have my braids and I look like Wednesday, now all you have to do, which is why I said this isn't really for people who have short hair, is you have to make sure that your braid goes across your head, right here, and it's gonna fit your head. So it has to go all the way across. So I've seen some people do it like really close to the front like this, or you can push it back a bit. I like it a little bit more towards the front. Oh shoot, I forgot to pull out my hair. So then if you have some bangs or anything, which might naturally come out, just pull some hair. If you want to, you don't have to, but I like to have a little bit of an accent. So now I'm going to bring my hair up, and then this I can always bobby pin down. And with this hair, now I'm going to take some bobby pins. I like to use these little small ones. This one's from the Goody Color collection. And they're really tiny, so they're very discreet. And pin it down, and I usually use like about 2 bobby pins, and then any kind of hair I just like tuck in, and then this back portion you can always use like bobby pins to pin it down this side and do the same exact thing. And I'm just going to bring it across. I brought it across to the front whenever I do. I never bring it to the back. I don't know why. Yeah, I just bring it to the front, and then I just like to pin these. You can always take some hairspray just to bring down these little baby hairs. That was it for my whole makeup tutorial, and also my hair and my outfit that I did show you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. I'll link all my social medias down below, and don't forget to check out my other videos that I have recently posted. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah! Whoop whoop!